Okay, hello internet, and today I'm gonna be showing you Gnomoria. Gnomoria is a indie slash simulator strategy game. I'm just reading this off the Steam page. Uh, so this is a game that's still in early access. We're gonna start new. We're gonna name our little kingdom here. Let's name it Steel Home. Let's start off with a easy mode so I could tell you guys about this. I have played this before, but then I stopped for like a long period of time, and now I'm back. So Gnomoria is about you controlling these little people, gnomes to be exact, on how to work, survive, and do what they need to do to get their little kingdom built. There is no goal to this game. It's kind of like Minecraft, except you're limited to a small area, and yeah. So as you can see, it's generating the map. It's taking a while. There was an advanced setup that you could do where you could change the seed, the height, and stuff of the game. So let's zoom out a bit here. So here we have the whole area. As you can see, we could view it by layers. This is actually quite interesting. Yes, this is actually quite well. This will work out. Okay. So you're basically you are going to be controlling these gnomes right here. These 9 gnomes, I think, population. Let's see. Yeah, 9 gnomes to work. So let's see. We're gonna have some people chop down some trees. So that's an agriculture. Fell trees. We're gonna cut down a whole forest tree. This whole area right here. Yep, this whole area. Okay. Next, we're gonna have them forage. We're gonna have them forage around for fruits, cotton, you know. Let's do this worldwide here. Do that. I'm gonna have them dig out a little home for them. A little area. So we're gonna have them move these like little ramps, dirt ramps. Should we do it down here too? Nah. So yeah, we're gonna make them dig out those dirt ramps. Actually, let's have them cut down these trees up here too. So yeah, back to the game. Obviously, you got 9 gnomes. You gotta feed them. You gotta have them drink. You start out with like 2 yak, which you have to take care of for them. They grow milk. They do milk, right? Yeah. You can butcher them for meat. Yeah. So let's start off with a pasture. A 10 by 5 pasture for yak. Right, for yak, and we're gonna call it a yak farm. Spell it farm wrong. Farm. No, still spelled wrong. There we go, farm. We're gonna set so here we can set how many males, how many females are max in there. Priority is how important it is. Obviously, suspended it, I believe, is like put it on hold. So yeah. Next, we want a farm for crops, and we want to grow some wheat. Wheat farm. Just missing the R there still. Right. We're gonna grow some. That's not wheat. There we go. Wheat. Now, yaks feed on wheat, so you gotta give them wheat in order to survive. Yaks don't need water, apparently. But yeah, they're gonna need the meat. So, you could do a lot of things in here. You could actually build a good kingdom. There's also enemies in here that I would like to point out. There's beetles, there's something called mantis, which is like, what, man-eating ants. There's goblins, there's wildlife, bears, badgers, lizards. we're just gonna mine out a portion here of this wall. 15 and 10 by 10. I'm gonna have them store stuff here. 6 by 6 area. There is mining to this, so you can go deep underground. As you can see, there's some stone here, so I know which level and where the stone is, which is at depth 0. We're making, which you can see up here, you can see how much food, drinks, your kingdom, rooms, all that, pastures, diplomacy apparently. You got your stocks, your population on your people, military, and events, and a little help tab to tell you how to play. So as you can see, the game's in pause. The game doesn't really start until you hit play, which saves the world, and making sure, right? And then it plays. See, as you can see, our little people are actually getting to work, chopping down trees. Those sound effects, yeah. They're harvesting plants. They're putting the animals where they need to be. People digging into the mountains are here. There's wood to be collected. Hey. There's a lot of people actually. It's actually really good. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to set up a little area for stockpiles where we are going to store soil, which is all that leftover dirt. There. There's people still wandering around for some reason. Oh, here they come. See, look at that. They're going to store up dirt once they're done. Looks like we start out in a good area. There's rocks around, which we're going to need actually to build a crude workbench, which is a standard workbench. Standard working area. You can press R to rotate the item and how it looks, I guess. I'm just gonna put it like that. Which requires a log and a bit of this rock right here. So getting rock is pretty important to build that first workbench, because that workbench is what it's very important. It's like the basic necessities to building the rest of everything else. Yeah. So here it's people getting their food on. Let's make some doors right here. And we're gonna extend this out by 5. Starting a little house too is very important. Getting your farm up, also important. Is this a farm? It's a wheat farm, right? Yeah, it's a wheat farm. Why is it white? Somebody should be working on this farm by now. We're gonna change the priority to 4 to make it that important. It's probably because of our ranchers. They're busy out doing stuff. So yeah, there are jobs and professions on people, such as the miner digs. There's a woodcutter, chop down trees and do wood items such as craft them planks. Farmers, ranchers, which are basically the people who take care of the yak over here and farm. You got the builders, which basically stockpile items and actually build certain items, like that workbench. Yeah, that was a builder. Blacksmiths, again, you're going to be working with metals and other stuff. You want to prepare for your defending of your gnomes in case of any baddies come along. Your jewelers, which is actually really interesting. Jewelers, right? You will find gems in the mines, your mines of your gnomes, right? So what you can do with those gems is make necklaces out of them and and rings. And what you can do with those is that they're actually worth a lot. So then you could sell them to a merchant that actually comes by once in a while. But for that to happen, we are actually going to need to build a find it. We're gonna need to build a market stall, which actually, see, used by visiting merchants to trade goods and all that. So yeah, it's actually like really important. So right here we're gonna straight off go build a workbench. I mean a chair and a workbench and a chisel, because this is actually very important for our next workshop to make. Now in battle, obviously you're gonna get injured, and probably start bleeding a lot. I'm doing this right. Yeah, there we go. So for that, you're gonna need to make a hospital. We're gonna set up a little dorm over here, community sleeping area. Still people gathering up stuff. So what is it gonna be? Oh yeah, that's right. I'm gonna just start making a stockpile over here for foods. Right? Foods. Meat stuff. Fruit, sausage, and all that good stuff. We're probably gonna put some plants over here. Grain. Grain is used to make bread. Okay, so here we got all our stuff. We got mining, digging, removing floors. Floors are actually what is above the walls. So for instance, you see this right here, this like little block, that's a wall, right? But above that would be a floor, like a dirt floor. And that's what the gnomes stand on. There is a day and night cycle. There is a weather cycle up here too. Spring, summer, fall, and tells you how many years. Remove designation is basically removing what you designate the area to be. So for instance, if I remove the yak designation, there will be no pasture there anymore. Deconstruction, obviously, you want to deconstruct the floor. No, not the floor, the workshops. Cleaning the floors, obviously, all those like little items on the floor. Yeah, let's pick those up. Designating area. Stockpiles, obviously, we store items. The farm, growing crops. Underground farms, you're going to be growing mushrooms. Pastures is to care for the livestock, obviously the yaks. Groves is to grow trees and harvest them. It actually tells you all this, like look at this. Personal quarters provides sleep and increased happiness. A dormitory, a community sleeping area. Now, keeping your gnomes happy is pretty much your main ideal. A dining room is where everybody would eat, usually. A hospital, like I said, you want to keep your gnomes in good fighting shape in case of any baddies come around. Guard area, you're going to set, so this is for your military once you get that set up, is to guard a certain area or place. So you got your patrol route over here. Set them walking around. It looks like our gnomes are done harvesting and getting all that wood. So yeah, like I said, we're gonna put some foods over here. You actually start out with like what, 2 crates, I believe? No, wait, 3 crates. 3 crates. And 2 bags and a barrel, I believe. Barrels are used to store liquids such as drinks. Crates could be stored for foods, wood, I think rocks, probably, furniture, I think. And then you got your bags, right? Yeah, bags. Bags are used to store little items, such as grain. You know, grain. If you ever seen grain, it's like, you know, like grain of rice. That's why we call it grain, I guess. And seeds and all that, and fells, little chiplings. Chiplings are basically saplings. As you can see, we got a little yak milk right here. Give me a second. Yak milk, a lot of yak milk too. I forgot to set it to drinks. There we go. Store them those yak milks. There is a cheeky way to, and when I say cheeky, I mean really, really cheap way to actually not really produce any water or drinks. And as you can see, there's water around here. As far as I can tell, there's nothing that can swim. So if anybody falls in there, they're pretty much gone. They're dead. You could set up a well. A well is actually like a reliever that when, let's say your drinks hit 0, right? Everybody would drink from the well, which is actually really good and really nice and pretty quick to set up too. Yeah. So let's see. Set up a little area right here. A little 12 by 6. Yeah, 12 by 6 area. This is gonna be a different room. This is gonna be a little woodworking room. Let's see, what do we got? We got our chair and chisel. People are working on the workbench. People are storing up food. Oranges, strawberries. There are apple trees. If I remember, yeah, there we are. Apple trees over here. There's different kinds of trees: birch, pine, orange tree, apple trees. That's pretty much it. So yeah, you're basically going to be surviving. You're going to do a lot of stuff in order to keep your gnomes in good shape and not let any gnomes die because of you. We're just going to speed up the process here. There's a little speed up. This is the actual time. Don't care about this. Just this is the actual time. So yeah, this is, I guess, a little review of gnomes. If you guys want me to do anything about this, I will do some stuff. Also, a little announcement: Plants vs Zombies Garden Wars is coming out soon for PC. I believe it's on June 24th. Yeah, it comes out on June 24th. You can download it on June 21st or 20th. Pre-order now on Origin. You get a good amount of stuff. And yeah. Farewell. Leave a like if you like. Leave a subscribe. Or leave a subscribe. Subscribe to me if you want more content and all that. And don't miss out a thing. Leave a comment if you have anything to say. For instance, me to improve on my videos. Yeah. Improvement. Yeah, there's always room for improvement. As you can see, some gnomes sleep on the floor when there's no beds around. And it's kind of a hassle. So yeah, thank you. Till then, bye.